Hey folks, how you doing? JJD here with another Craft Beer Nation quick beer review. Tonight, coming to you to talk about a beer from Nebraska Brewing Company. This is their Black Betty Russian Imperial Stout. It's part of their barrel-aged reserve series. Basically, if you ever see anything with a label that looks like this, kind of black, that says this barrel-aged reserve, it's money. Guaranteed you're going to love it. They make a great apricot à poivre beer. They make a great Mélange à Trois, which is a Belgian-style golden ale aged in Chardonnay barrels. All really good. So Nebraska, these guys, I think they, I feel like they fly a little bit under the radar. They don't get, to me, as much props as they should. They're pretty widely distributed, all up and down the West Coast, kind of mid-Atlantic, up into the Northeast. They're not distributed in New York for some reason, and then kind of right up the center, all the way from Texas to Minnesota, they're distributed. So they're readily available. The beers tend to be a little on the high-end side in terms of price, but they're, especially this reserve series, is quite good, quite excellent. So without further ado, let's try this Black Betty bourbon barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stout, aged in fresh Stranahan's whiskey barrels. So, and spoiler alert, I've had this beer a few times before, but I've never really done a review of it. So, pours a beauty, jet black, utterly opaque, couple, 4 to 5 centimeters, couple fingers of nice kind of khaki head, which is going to hang around for a while. You can see, you could probably set the beer cap on top of that, and I'm pretty sure it would float. No light getting through this whatsoever. The nose is super sumptuous. You get a lot of roasted malts up front, obviously, kind of chocolate, like caramelized sugar, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of bourbon and oak, but the bourbon notes are actually relatively subdued, at least in the nose. But smells really tasty. You can see that head is hanging in, subsiding, but it's kind of just getting more compact and lacing the glass like a woolen sock. So let's see how Black Betty tastes. Whoa, wham a damn. Yeah, it's great. You can see how it's lacing. So you get you get a lot of sort of just like chocolate, dark chocolate. Again, this kind of toffee and sort of burnt sugar. It's roasty, like you would expect a Russian Imperial Stout to be. It's not as bitter as some Russian Imperial Stouts. So hop bitterness, I would say, is quite low, even though I think it's 63 IBUs and I believe 11.3% ABV, but you don't get a lot of hop to it, although I know it is hopped with, I believe, Chinook and Columbus and Cascade. You get a little bit of hops in the back, but not much. It's mostly malt, and kind of in the middle is sort of like a milk coffee. Cream, nice creamy, not really sweet, but like a latte, like a unsweetened latte or something, kind of creamy, kind of, get a little bit of lactose notes with coffee and chocolate, bitter chocolate. But really tasty, kind of all around complex. It's probably 50 degrees right now. I think, this thing will evolve even more as it warms up. I'm not going to be able to crush this. This is a sipper that will get me through this next football game. But delicious beer. Mouthfeel is, medium to medium heavy, kind of oily, silky, coats the back of your mouth, the sides of your mouth, which is what you want. There's, to me, there's not a ton of bourbon heat. You get it at the back, So drinks super smooth for 11.3, but you do get a little, as you're breathing in after you swallow, you definitely sense the wet bourbon barrel. So I think it's a really well done bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout, kind of right up there with some of the best. I would say appearance is a 4. Looks perfect. Nice head, nice retention, nice lacing, nice color. Aromas, it's maybe 3.75. The aroma is not as quite as alluring as I would maybe like, but it's quite good. Flavor is excellent, 4.25. Mouthfeel is 4.0. So all in all, I'm going to give this thing 4 Quattro CBN caps, 4.0 Craft Beer Nation Quick Beer Review caps. This is Nebraska Brewing's Bourbon Barrel Aged Black Betty Russian Imperial Stout. Check it out. Look for it. Spring for the 18 or 19 bucks that it probably costs to $7.50. It's worth it. You don't buy good beer all the time, but sometimes you deserve it. You're worth it. So that's it, folks. Drink as many different beers as you can. Try different breweries. Try different styles. Don't get in a rut. Learn about beer. Teach your friends about beer. Drink what you like and forget the rest. And by all means, stay positive. Peace out. Nebraska Brewing Black Betty Bourbon Barrel Aged Russian Imperial Stout. That's it, kids. Until next time. See ya.